So today we got Heath Rost, president and owner of Personable Media, Blessing Box enthusiast, promoter, and provider. What's good, Heath?
Everything's good. I'm going to share a story about a reflection that I had after an online church service this past weekend. It's May 11th, so it was May 10th yesterday. It's like week 6 of COVID-19. Also, Drake just got his new album out, and I've been listening to that like crazy the last 3 days. So I incorporated 3 of his songs into this message here. It's really about the value of conversation and how having church service online allows people to have more conversations. It's so valuable, and I just, I see God working in that, and I just wanted to bring that to light with this reflection today. So,
yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. What you got? What you got?
So y'all spend too much time on captions and not enough time in action. By sharing this story, we take an action. So anyways, as I was listening to Restoration Service yesterday and participating in it, the question that the pastor had us ponder came from Mark 3. And according to the scripture we were studying, one cannot learn until they first surrender to the process.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like we need to see God working or see God's work in order for us to obey him, so we can allow him to perform his miracles. And the question was, where do we see that evident in our lives today? That's a pretty deep question, right?
It is.
So it's a pretty deep question. You can't just like come out and answer it right away, right?
No,
Like
I was trying to, and I couldn't.
Yeah, like it's hard to. Like it's hard without, talking about it for a little bit, or at least having a piece of scripture that you're locked into. So here was my take to it. It takes a community that's open and a community that's collectively surrendered to the process to be able to share and respond in conversation, to share and respond in collective growth, in shared experiences, familiarity, trust, and in life. And in order to do that, everyone has to meet others where they are at.
Yes.
That's something Jesus lived to a great degree in his life. Hold true, hold on to your presence. Allow others to experience simply being in the moment with you. Together, it go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, what I'm saying is either way we about to slide.
Okay. I see you. I see you.
Only after you meet people where they are at can you join the dance. In so many ways, we can find times where we didn't think we were with God because of this or that, but it's always evident that after time has passed, or after deep meditation, that we realize God was present with us the entire time. At that moment, we make that realization that we are walking, sliding, dancing with God. Eckhart Tolle calls this activating the power of now.
Perfect, man. That's perfect.
All this to say, you can see God working through the people you choose to surround yourself with, through the people you love, care about, and want the best possible outcomes for. I say it like that as a reminder to keep the right type of people and influences around you. But what I'm saying is that you can be present with God as he is working through those people. In fact, the more intentional you are about the people you choose to keep close to you, the more present God is working through them and through you. This was the question that our church met over yesterday. We're an online church during the pandemic of the 2020s, and like many churches, they're just feeling out what it's like to experience this, generation of interactive church going.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely not something that's for everyone. And it certainly puts pastors and church leaders on a spotlight where they sometimes have to fill that void of dead space while they're live.
Personally, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting because, you know, God calls us to be the church. Yes, we go to a place and we commune together, we come together, and we overall look for a bigger picture. But God calling us actually to be the church means we have to reflect necessarily the church living every day. It's not your church that's getting to the gates, your physical church that you go to. Yes, those in your church are wanting to be in heaven too, but you have to get to the gates, my brother. Well, I got to get to the gates, my brother. The next person got to get to the gates, my brother.
Yeah, you know, my message goes out to, I guess, just all churches out there, you know, who are going through this, you know, period of adjustment to speaking with, you know, their people, their community. I encourage them to meditate on the principles that Jesus taught and how those principles that he taught align with the model that interactive churches are exploring with these new tools that are connecting us right now. It's God working through us right now during that pandemic. It's him coming alongside us. So it's like that. It's like God just called up to the churches saying, I'm right outside in my AMG, right outside TT.
What you open my mind to really like ask myself is, in this light of this pandemic right now and our world being able to be like technologically sound to you know, so where they can basically, you know, go to just a click of a button and now they can overall, you know, look at a online service of any kind, and you know, it's just in that, it's like, are you able to hear God saying, well, even better yet, Christ saying, are you inviting me in your home? Like, will you let me in? Like, especially now that you're like, you don't have to go somewhere to receive me. Can you let me in your home now? Because I want to be there too. Can you just get on Facebook Live? Can you just, you know, get on Twitter? Can you just get on Instagram Live? Whatever type of their live programs. You know, can you invite me in your home today? If you're forced right now to not go to a church physically, can you open up your phone and find somebody willing to let me use them? And in that moment, they're going to be saying something that you need to hear from me. That's how God is necessary. That's how God is using us.
That happens every Sunday with an interactive church. It happens every Sunday. Everybody in that church service has the opportunity to let God, you know, be the vessel for other people when they're in that community group, that community breakout group, and it's so valuable. This is fun. Appreciate you having me on. And God got me, God got you.
Yeah, we're getting opportunities. God got me, God got you. It's all love, bro.